It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're getting set for an NFC North matchup as we join you from Ford Field.
Well, Phil, we've got a terrific matchup at running back. Two of the most dangerous backs in the NFL about to meet, go toe-to-toe. How do you see it?
Well, you know what? It's not always about the quarterback when you talk about NFL games, and here's a great example of it today. The game of football is still about the most physical team wins, and when you have running backs like this, the more physical team will win.
We're underway here. Takes off from the 5.
Inside, stuck it to my chest and told me to drive. I was scared, but she was beautiful, like a movie. She kept looking back like something was coming. Said we ain't slowing down, ain't stopping for nothing.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're getting set for an NFC North matchup as we join you from Soldier Field.
This is a game today that could come down to the two running backs. Two of the real stars of the sport. Two players who went in fantasy drafts really high. How do you see this one going down today?
Yeah, and how's your fantasy team? I know. We won't talk about that. Let's talk about good things. But, you know, these two teams are stars. You know why? Because we can see how the football team is built. And I think there's no doubt about it. The offensive line's a big part of it. They always have hope. If they block their guy a little bit, these running backs can make a big play out of it.
The Lions defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. The defense gets the sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
The Bears take it from the 28. And it's swatted away.
A player to keep an eye on today, Martellus Bennett.
Yeah, he has matured into one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Big, fast, can push you around, and what a pair of hands.
The Lions defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Bears take it from the 28. Will be incomplete. It'll be a 3-and-out.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Tate's got it now. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line. And a run back of about 8.
First down at the 27. Bell takes it. Toss play. Quick 9 yards to start this game.
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
The Lions from the 37. Bell's going to receive the toss. Stiff arms to stay on his feet.
And now he'll dip out of bounds.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top. Look at that, everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz.
First down at the 43.
Over to Ebron.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
The Lions take it from the 43. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
This is a route that's not run enough in the NFL, the corner route. So many times, receivers just go across the field, they go short. But when you make these double moves like that, you get wide open, and what a throw by the quarterback.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Matthew Stafford from the shotgun. Tim Wright with the reception.
Picks up about 5. One player to watch, the cover man from Madden 2013, the one and only Calvin Johnson.
My gosh, when you see Calvin Johnson in person or you meet him like we have, Jim, you just cannot get over the fact that he's a wide receiver because
Detroit in the end zone. And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
And the extra point is good.
The Lions are ready to kick it away. Thompson's got it. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Bears weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Well, that's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
He has been for years one of the most reliable Pro Bowl defenders in the game. Haloti Ngata.
Well, man, when he gets down that stance, he takes up enough space for 2 people. You take that. Plus he's strong, he has experience, and he's a tremendous athlete. That's why he's one of the best.
Third down on the way. Langford's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
Tate's got it at the 25. Gains 11. The Lions take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate? Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
The defense gets a sack.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. Gets a sack on the quarterback, and nowadays you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
It's now second down.
The Bears lined up in the nickel. Stafford from the gun. Fuller's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Wide receivers in the NFL, hey, they can catch it, but also they can break tackles. What a job that time by the wide receiver.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Stafford's back in shotgun formation. Complete to Calvin Johnson.
The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone.
First and goal from the 6. To Ebron. Ebron's marked down after a gain of 4. One player to keep an eye on today is Pernell McPhee.
Yeah, what I like about him is Jimmy can play about 4 different positions on the field. Outside, inside, he can do whatever you want on the defensive side.
Football sits at the...
I have been crazy, but that's just alright. I have been lonely, but that's just alright. My feelings, I don't hide them. Inside they keep on burning. Your feelings, you shouldn't hide them.
Raiders, Lions on EA Sports as we come to you today from Detroit, Michigan for today's game.
2 incredibly dangerous tight ends getting ready to create problems for the opposing defenses in this matchup, Phil.
Man, when you're a quarterback, there is nothing like having a good tight end because you know why? Because he's close to you. So it doesn't take great skill to throw the ball 5 or 6 yards from where you're at to a tight end who can catch it nowadays and not only just catch the ball, get you about 10 or 15 extra yards running with it.
This game is underway. Ross is going to test the coverage here. And he'll step out. That return's good for about 30.
Well, the D-line going into that spread look, they want to get to that quarterback.
And that's a gain of 9.
Well, you can't play man-to-man, Jim, every single play. Every once in a while, you got to throw in the zone. That's what they did this past play. Hey, it was a good idea. It just didn't work.
The Raiders have it at the 34. Can't hold on here as this falls incomplete.
Amari Cooper caught a ton of passes at Alabama and was the first wide receiver taken in the 2015 draft.
He's ready to come in and play right away in the NFL. He's smooth. He knows how to run routes, and he was the man at Alabama, and that's what you want in your #1 receiver.
The Raiders have it at the 34. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Murray's going to be mad at himself after that run. He picked the wrong hole. If he'd have went the other way, he would have had enough space to pick up the first down. He has stopped. Now it brings up 4th down.
The Raiders are going to have to punt. Tate's going to take this one from the 16. Matthew Stafford will be under center. First down at the 19. Outside now on the toss. And gains maybe 4. As I look at this Lions offense, Calvin Johnson can't help but stand out.
There are not enough nicknames for Calvin Johnson. When you look down the field, you can pick him out right away. You cannot believe somebody this big and this fast can be a wide receiver in the NFL. He is truly special.
2nd and 6. Go running off the toss.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Stafford's going to take the snap from the shotgun. The Lions now move the chains. It's first down as they head to the line. The Lions come out in a jumbo set. Got drilled as he throws it.
One player to watch on this defense today is Dan Williams.
Veteran defensive lineman that knows how to play. He's tough. He can occupy the run, tackle guys, and also athletic enough to still get to the quarterback.
And here we have 2nd down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. And Calvin Johnson can't hold on that time.
Well, when it's 3rd and long early in the game, as a quarterback, as an offense, you just be very careful in this situation and just try not to make a big mistake.
It'll be 3rd down. Stafford standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. The Lions get a first down.
The Lions put themselves in a terrible situation. 3rd and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that first down.
Breaking huddle at the 35-yard line.
Matthew Stafford will be under center. First down at the 35. Bell's marked down at the 34.
Bell's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The Lions have it at the 34.
And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Now looking at 3rd down. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
And here's the toss.
And he'll step out of bounds.
The Raiders defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Fourth and 9 to go, and they're going to go for it.
The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel. The Lions will take the snap from the 35.
Intercepted!
Lofton, such an impressive athlete. We know he can tackle and stop the run game, but how about that in the pass game? Defending the pass and picking it off. Good job.
Loss of a couple that time. First down at the 21. Murray's handed the football.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Raiders snap it at the 31. Cooper's out there to receive the screen pass.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Set up now at the 26.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
Carr's got it in the gun.
Murray comes down with it.
Murray's tackled down at the 17.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. That's a gain of 8.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and you know, you're on the defensive side. You don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
The line of scrimmage right at the 9.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line.
Murray's met after a gain of 8.
Well, that last play almost got them in here, and when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
Goal line defense on the field. That's a mindless error on the offense.
Breaking huddle at the 6.
Second and goal from the 6. Toss to the outside. Not tied.
The one who made the big stop.
When you get third goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second. When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
And he hauls it in. Chip shot here.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. And the field goal here halfway through the second quarter puts them on top.
Yeah, nice job that time by the offense. You know, trying to get these points and get the lead before halftime. They got it done. That'll lift your team going into halftime.
He's got a chance to return this one.
And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20.
The Lions are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Bell lined up as the single back.
2nd and 10. Woodson with the interception. And he's brought to the ground.
Phil, this defense has come up with the interception, and now the offense would like to do its part here before the half.
Absolutely. The offense take advantage of this situation. But let's talk about the defense. My gosh, they got some good players, and that was an awesome interception they just made.
And Cooper is able to get hold of it. Gains 17.
When you run the slant route, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football in between some linebackers.
Carr's now completed 4 in a row. First down here after the completion. They'll go shotgun here. Could have been intercepted.
It's tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback, you make a quick break on the football, hey, you get in a position like this, you can knock it down.
Coming up, 2nd down. Gets the handle here. And that'll gain just a few yards.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Third and goal at the 6.
Makes the catch. Touchdown.
We're midway through the second quarter, and they're putting themselves in good shape for halftime.
Yeah, they are. That was a nice drive for a touchdown, but I'm looking at the defensive side. It's time for the captains on the defense to give everybody else a talk and shape things up and get back in this game.
Gets away. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Lions offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
And it's batted down.
2nd and 10 coming up. The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. Stafford in shotgun formation. Makes the catch in open space. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Playing press coverage to the outside. Stafford's ready for the snap. Empty backfield.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Stafford's going to take it from the gun. It's intercepted. The intermission is right around the corner, and they continue to smother the opposition.
Hey, they want to go in at halftime, Jim, with a big 0 on the board for the other team. They deserve it. This is a tough defense that plays hard, and they have been whipping some tail out here in the first half.
Murray's taken down at the 49. The ball is spotted at the 49.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
Murray's marked down at the 47. No need to huddle. Hurry up offense. Carr's back in shotgun formation. Intercepted. Well, the offense hasn't made any plays today, but their defense just came up with a big one. And let's see if the offense can produce something before halftime.
Yeah, good job by the defense. No question about that. For the offense, man, I don't know what to tell you except just wake up. Show some emotion out there, and that will help you get out of this shutout.
Stafford's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Ebron's got the catch and the first. Press coverage all the way.
Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts.
First down at the 48. And it's knocked down. Bell's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. 2nd down and 10. Looking across the middle. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Now, Jim, now it's time. Even though it's 3rd and long, you can't be over there, playing it safe. That has not worked for you. Time to call a play, take a chance, and get that football down the field.
We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. And for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
Ebron's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
The Lions will risk it here, going for it on 4th down. The Lions need to get to the 42 for the first down. Matthew Stafford from the shotgun. And it's swatted away. This offense had a chance on 4th down, but it doesn't work out. And that play may be hanging over their heads when they go to the locker room at halftime, partner.
I think it will, Jim. My old coach, Bill Parcells, said, look, I need a fireman to put out fires, not somebody that's going to go out there and throw gasoline on the fire and make it worse. And that's what the offense did just there.
Murray's marked down after a gain of 9. The Raiders signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. 2nd and 1 coming up. Carr's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Smith's got it, and a first. Raiders in for the score. Getting close to the half, and they're giving their opponents a lot to talk about in the locker room.
Yeah, they are putting some kind of whipping on them here early in the game. I'll just say this for the defensive side that's losing. It's been terrible. So go in there at halftime, change what you're doing, and get back in this game.
at the 23. The Lions offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that he just hates the word punt? Because it was an obvious punting situation, and you go for it, so you're going to pay the price for making.
Going to take it the distance. The 30, the 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
The Lions lined up now for the point after. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Jones will run this one out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Raiders now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Double tight end formation.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left.
The Raiders take it from the 23. Not able to get away from Tulloch that time. The Raiders decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. 2nd down and 2 to go after the running play. Carr set, empty backfield. Carr's got it in the gun. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Roberts is one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
Almost intercepted. We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. The second half is officially underway. Stafford will lead his offense back onto the field here as this goes for a touchback. The Lions offense trots out onto the field looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Bell is in the backfield. The third quarter begins with this play. Johnson's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
When you pick up first downs against the defense, they will get tired. That time, nice job by the offense getting the first down, even though they're losing here in the game.
The Lions approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package.
Defensive line shifting to the right there.
Can't find the target on the pass underneath. Second down following that incompletion.
the quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Has the reception all alone. No one's going to get him now. The 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
You got to take advantage of situations like this. Not often in the NFL do you get somebody this wide open. Good job by the receiver. Nice job by the quarterback seeing him. And what do you get? Easy touchdown pass.
The Lions lining up for the point after. It's good. The Lions getting ready to kick it away. Jones running this one out. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Raiders come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
It's a two-tight end formation. First down at the 18. Underneath and incomplete that time.
Well, there's a phrase we have for quarterbacks that get a little nervous in the pocket. We call it cabin fever. I think that's what happened that time. He got a little nervous. The throw was way off the mark.
Second down coming up. Murray's lined up in a single back formation. Second and 10. Cooper's going to pull in the bullet pass.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
They're going back up top. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Cooper's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player. Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Latavius Murray makes the catch. They still face 3rd and 6 even after that last successful pass play. The Raiders will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down.
The defensive line now shifting to a spread look. They're going to try to pressure the quarterback on this play.
Carr's going to take it from the gun. And that'll probably go as a drop.
Well, it's tough when you're a quarterback or a coach and you see a receiver drop a pass, because we know it's hard to design plays that work. It's hard to get open in the NFL, but don't get down. The game is not perfect. Find a way to get the football back to that guy so he can make the catch and get going again.
This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 20. The Lions come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that they need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. And the flag is down. Player showing no restraint, coming in on the quarterback, and that late hit will cost his team 15.
A lot of times these late hits are called, and I feel for the defensive player. Not in this case. That was an easy call. A blatant late hit. It's worthy of 15 yards. Hey, how about that? The defensive line, everybody shifting to the left. I think they're expecting a run.
Fuller's got it. First down.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Stafford's completion percentage, 40% on the day. Trying to beat the play clock. Quick drop back. Johnson's got the catch and the first. That's his fourth catch of the day. The Lions continue to pass the football, and when they have, they've looked in one familiar direction. Johnson's been involved in so many of them, Phil.
Jim, you're right. He knows how to get open. He's one of the best in the NFL. He's got a great pair of hands, and what a day he is having so far.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. First down and 10. Toss play. Running room. Gains 17.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Now first and 10. And now here's the toss. How about that run? Touchdown. And with the fourth quarter fast approaching, that touchdown puts them in front.
And what they did with that touchdown, they just put all the pressure on the opponents. The offense, they're going to feel that pressure when they go out there. Let's see if they can handle it.
The Lions ready here for the kickoff. Jones is going to test the coverage this time. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Raiders stalled on their last drive, forced a punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
First down at the 24. Up the gut here. Lewis is going to make the tackle.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Just a quick drop back. Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Third down and 7. Heaving it down the field. Almost intercepted.
Well, Jim, that's a nice job by the defender knocking that football down on third down. That's what you want to do as a defense. Of course, you want to get off the field. Every time an offense completes a third down pass, their chances of getting a score on that drive go up big time. So getting off the field is great. Nice job by the defender.
Shrugs off the first hit. That return's good for about 26.
Tate's able to show off his talent on that punt return that time. What speed and quickness. That allows him to break through some of that coverage and picks up good yards.
The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Lions have it at the 44. Flip to the outside.
The Lions offense has been tough today. They are fighting out there on the field. That's a nice job picking up that first down. It's been fun to watch. They got a small lead here in the second half. We'll see if that first down can lead them to a score.
The Lions offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. At the 45-yard line. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
And intercepted. Tackles made.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Raiders offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Murray's got it. Screen.
Well, we see it more and more. Football thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Loss of 3 on the play. Second down and 13. Murray's met after a gain of 3. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. It's third down coming up. The Raiders get set at the line, needing to get to the 22 for a first. Carr's unable to connect that time.
The Raiders don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good. We have almost an entire quarter to play, but with that field goal, they have to feel like they're right back in the game.
Oh, they are back in this game, and this game's going to come down to the wire, it looks like. That was a good drive by the offense and a good kick by the field goal kicker.
The Lions just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Second down. The Lions come out. Jumbo package on the field. Stafford's pass misses the mark. He was looking for Calvin Johnson that time.
Hey, easy call. Be safe. Put the pressure on the other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
Stafford from the gun. Fuller's got the catch and the first. That's reception number 4 for him. Press coverage all the way. We're late in the game, and the offense is in no hurry. Tosses the football. Bell's tackled down at the 38. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground. And now they'll try over again on second down. If they're going to have any chance at all here late in the fourth, the defense must make a big stop and give the ball back to the offense. They better hurry to get the snap. They're going to run it on the toss.
Bell is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. Here's the quick toss.
Oh!
Able to read that play and make the hit. Timeout called by the defensive unit.
Let's get it.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Matthew Stafford will be under center. 2nd down and 11.
Oh! Come on, yo. Oh, goodness.
2 minutes to go in the 2nd half. On the way, 3rd down.
All right, baby. This is for the gusto. Let's get it. Let's get it. Uh-huh. I see you. I see you, baby. Well, let's go. This is for the money. Come on. The game gonna mess up on me? Ooh.
Your football team is losing.
Ooh.
All the pressure's on the defensive side. They come through. They get it done.
Got to coach on this one, baby. Got to coach. Man, the game glitched up. That was some BS.
So now they'll call on Martin to punt the football away.
Ooh. Got to work for it, baby. I ain't giving him nothing. Stop him. Make him cough that ball up.
So the offense gets the football back here in the last 2 minutes off of the punt. And everything looks like it's coming down to this drive.
Yeah, it does. And, you know, when you're in a situation like this on the offensive side, you can be conservative. Why? You have 4 downs. Makes it really tough for the defense to try to stop all 4 of those downs.
Snapping out of the gun. Smith makes the...
Cough it up! Make him cough it up!
Brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up. Get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big.
Yeah! Let's go.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good
Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's do or die.
This is a big 3rd down snap. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Haluz, the receiver, on the screen.
Jim, years ago, you never would have seen a screen pass on 3rd down, but offenses are so varied now. You see it more and more. That was nice execution on that play, and it picked up a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Come on. Oh, my God. Are you serious, bro?
There's a difference.
Are you serious? That was the interception, dog. That was the game changer. Golly.
Where that receiver goes, you try to shadow him, look for the football, and try to make a play.
Murray comes down with it. The tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up. The Raiders still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find.
Come on, let's get it.
Carr's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning.
Fumble! That was a fumble. What the fuck?
We're doing their
what?
Partner.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The defense has got to hold their end up, but the offense, they've been very, very good. The quarterback has been accurate. He has been smart.
And oh, yeah, come on, baby.
The quarterback is playing that well.
Come on.
Offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Quarters formation here for the defense. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Interception! No good. No good. What is he going to do?
Yes, the coach, if he decides to go for it on 4th down here, you're losing a game. It's in 4th quarter. It's close. You're near midfield, 4th and short. This is a no-brainer. I think you should go for it.
Back at the line. They're going for it.
Oh, my God. That was horrible. That was horrible.
The Raiders, 1 timeout remaining. Now on 1st down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. 1st down at the 45. He'll throw it.
And no! Come on.
Picked off that time. So the clock stops on the incomplete pass, and they're able to keep in their pocket the one timeout.
Yeah, that timeout gives you a safety valve. So if something goes wrong and you get tackled in bounds or you don't like what's happening, you can call that timeout and regroup. Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Second down and 10.
Oh, you serious? The game started fucking up, bro.
Tackled right at the 35. Coming up, third down. A huge moment.
Managing that clock, such a big deal in the NFL. That's why they're hurrying up. Don't use that timeout. Keep those timeouts because that is going to maybe give you a chance to win the game.
Damn.
Now, the game on the
If you got it, good game. Good coaching. Most definitely.
And it's no good.
Oh!
Close one that what's that?
Oh!
Sideline right now on the winning.
Oh!
It's awesome when
Good game, though, Redneck. Good game. Oh, my goodness. That was down to the wire, baby. Oh, my.
It is truly.
That was the stomach clincher right there, baby. We didn't know what was going to go down. That field goal looked good, too. Wow. Wow. Good game. Good game. Down to the wire. Down to the wire. Let me check what that message was. Let me see something.
So for Bill Sims and all the crew at EA
Good
Sports,
game,
Jim
good
Nantz
game,
saying
good
so long
game.
for now.
That was lovely. You can never count your opponent out. And that's just real talk. Because he was popping me. That was a good game, man. I mean, he had me down for a while. I mean, it took me a while to just really get into my momentum, and that's it. We got it popping. We got it popping, and we got the win. That was a dope game. That was a dope one. It's been real.